सर्वेन्द्रिय गुणाभासम सर्वेन्द्रिय विवर्जितम असक्तम सर्वभृक्ष एव nirgunam gunabhoktri cha. Namaste to all. This is a very important and a very beautiful shloka from Srimad Bhagwad Gita 13th chapter. This is shloka number 14 in some books and shloka number 15 in some books. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. See, Sri Krishna, or we can say Vyas Muni, is trying to explain about Almighty God. Almighty God is Purusha Vishesha Ishvaraha, says Yoga Sutra. He is a Vishesh Purusha. He is not a normal Atma. He is a Vishesh Atma. And also Yoga Sutra says Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashaya Aparamrishtaha Purusha Vishesha Ishvaraha. So God is extremely divine and God is not easy to perceive and understand. And God is always formless. God does not take birth. God does not come into avatar. God does not come into human body or any other body. So if you have a thinking that Sri Krishna was Almighty God, Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Vedas, Shastras, Upanishads never claim like that. You can go through my playlist Bhagavad Gita to understand more secrets. So here Vyas Muni and Sri Krishna is explaining about that Almighty God who is indescribable. And Vyas Muni beautifully describes as Sarvendriya Gunabhasam Sarvendriya Vivarjitam. First we will have to understand Vivarjitam. Sarva Indriya Vivarjitam. Almighty God is devoid of sense organs. Vivarjitam means it does not have Sarva Indriya. He does not have any Indriya, means Indriya made from the Panchabhutas. Indriya made from Prakriti. He does not have any Indriya. Indriya means our senses, our organs of senses, organs of perceptions. So God does not have a human body or any other body. He does not have any limbs. He does not have any eyes. He does not have any mouth to speak. Sarvendriya Vivarjitam. He is devoid of body. Vedas describe that Almighty God as Akayam. Kayam means body. Akayam means devoid of body. And further the same mantra in Ajurveda says Asnavirang. He does not have nervous system. Without a nervous system, without the body, he understands everything. That's why the shloka says Sarvendriya Vivarjitam Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. But whatever activity these sense organs can do, that Almighty God can do without the sense organs. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. See, this is a very technical term to understand Almighty God. God does not have senses, but He can understand what the sense organs can do. For example, we have eyes. Eye is a sense organ. We can see by our eyes. God does not have eyes, but still He can see us. We can hear, or we hear by our ears. God does not have ears, but He still hears us. So this is the uniqueness, Purusha Vishesha Ishvaraha. This is the uniqueness of that Almighty God. Sarva Indriya Vivarjitam Sarva Indriya Gunabhasam. Indriya Gun ka abhas hota hai. He understands exactly like we understand. Whatever we understand, we see there is a screen in front of me. Somebody is playing flute. I see the screen. I understand that this is a screen, this is the person, this is the flute, this is the raga, and I am speaking. All these things I understand. Similarly, even without eyes and ears and sense organs, God understands everything. Janta hai. Sarva Indriya Gunabhasam. Indriyon ke gun ka abhas. He understands the functions of Indriya and understands what happens through the Indriya, and he understands what happens without that Indriya. See, God is the one who creates this universe from Prakriti. Unless and otherwise he understands Prakriti, he cannot create the universe. See, you are making a computer or you are building a house construction. Unless and otherwise you understand the ingredients used in the construction, you will not be able to construct what you want to construct, right? You have to understand that, okay, this is the brick. This brick can hold the strength of the wall, and I have to put concrete. Here I need not put concrete. Here I have to do this kind of painting. Here I have to add more cement, less water, more water, less cement. All those things we understand, then we build the house. Similarly, Almighty God understands the material nature of the universe, which is Prakriti. He understands the gun of Prakriti, and he understands the karya of Prakriti. Prakriti is Karan. He understands Karan as well as Karya. Karya of Prakriti is Jagat. Karya of Prakriti is the Indriya. He understands both Karan and Karya. We as Jivatma, we do not understand Karya also, we do not understand Karan also. But Almighty God is Purusha Vishesha Ishvara, Supreme Being. People say that Sri Krishna is Almighty God just by reading few shlokas from Bhagwad Gita where Sri Krishna says that I am Almighty God. They say, Sri Krishna is saying I am Almighty God, so Sri Krishna is Almighty God. Whereas this shloka describes that Almighty God does not have senses. He does not have body, whereas Sri Krishna had a body. So Sri Krishna is not Almighty God. And wherever he says I am Almighty God, we must understand those shlokas in the eyes of from the eyes of a Samadhist yogi, from the eyes of the Vedas. Otherwise we will misinterpret the Gita shlokas. So Sarva Indriya Vivarjitam, Sarva Indriya Gunabhasam. He understands the function of the Indriya without Indriyas. Without the sense organs, he understands the function of sense organs. He can see the universe, he can hear us. Without any sense organs, he can feel everything. That is the divinity about Almighty God, the most divine, most supreme Almighty God. And further the shloka says, Asaktam. Asaktam. Not Asaktam, Asaktam. Asaktam means Asakti se rahit hai. He does not have Asaktam. He does not have indulgence. He is unattached to everything. He does not have attachment or indulgence on anything. He creates the universe and he does not have attachment towards his own universe. He creates each and every human cell is created by Almighty God. Each and every atom in this universe is created by Almighty God. But he does not have attachment towards his creation. That is the wonder of Almighty God. And God says, when you become like me, then you will become a Samadhist yogi. That means when we are becoming completely devoid of attachment, we are living in our own house, we have constructed the house by our own hard-earned money, but still we do not have attachment towards our house, our property, our relationship, husband, wife, daughter, son, etc. But we still do good to them, but we do not have attachment towards them. Can we attain this stage? It's not easily possible, but yogis attain this stage. Similarly, God creates each and every minute matter of this universe so carefully. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. He creates it so completely, so perfectly, but still he does not have attachment towards it. Asaktam, asakt se rahit hai, asaktam, unattached to anything, unattached to everything. He does not have attachment. He does not cry. He does not have fear. He does not run away from anybody. Sri Krishna ran away from the war. Not the final Mahabharata, but when his kingdom was attacked by enemies, he ran away. He said, his minister said to Sri Krishna, you must run away, otherwise we will all be killed. So Sri Krishna ran away. This quality is not there with Almighty God. Sri Krishna was a Yogeshwar, human being, but not Almighty God. Because God is unattached with everything, anything. See, these qualities are mentioned by Vyas Muni in Mahabharata under the name of Sri Krishna. He writes in this shloka Sri Krishna Uvacha. Sri Krishna Uvacha, but some Gita will say Bhagavan Uvacha. We can say both. Both are right. Bhagavan means a yogi. Bhagdhatu say, when Bhagdhatu in the Sanskrit, Bhag means Aishwaryavan. One who has the wealth of yoga, one who is having the Aishwarya of yoga is called as Bhagavan. And Bhagavan is both Almighty God and a yogi. Both of them are called as Bhagavan. But when we address a human being as Bhagavan, then he is a yogi. When we address Almighty God as Bhagavan, then he is Nirakar Parameshwar. Asaktam. Then Sarva Bricha Eva. Sarvabrit. Sarvabrit Eva. Sarvabrit means he holds this universe. Sabko dharan karne wala Parameshwar. Every day in the Havan, in the Agnihotra, we chant the mantra Om Yen Dyaurugra Prithvi Cha Drida. पृथ्वी को सूर्य चंद्र नक्षत्र को देवलोक को सबको धारण करने वाला परमेश्वर. पृथ्वी चा दृढ़ता से धारण करने वाला means you do not ever see that some planet is falling down, breaking, somewhere it is falling down, earth is falling down, or sun is falling on earth, or earth is falling on sun. These things will not happen because Almighty God is holding it. That's what Sarvabrit, he is holding this entire universe. He is holding every one of us. And when he is holding us, why should we fear? When he is holding our hands, he is holding our life, he is sustaining everything. The fear what we have is only because of our own attachment. The fear what we have is only because of we do not have faith on that Almighty God. Sarvabritcham. Very, very important. See, the philosophy of Gita, not only Gita, see, any sutras, if you take Yoga Darshana or Sankhya Darshana, Nyaya Darshana, any Darshana or any Upanishad or any Veda Mantra which is emanating from Almighty God, the philosophy is very, very clear. There is no contradiction. The words may appear to be contradictory because many people will say Sarva Indriya Gunabhasam, so Almighty God can also possess Indriya. No. This is contradicting to Vedas. We must always interpret the shlokas of Rishis with the light of Vedas. So Sarva Brit, Almighty God is holding us because we do not have faith on that Almighty God. We have fear in our life. We have anxiety in our life. We have depression in our life. We have worries in our life. We have failures in our life. So this is very, very important. We must understand every day in the morning before sitting for sadhana. Try to repeat the name, before repeating the name of Almighty God, repeat some of His qualities. सबको धारण करने वाला, मोक्ष देने वाला, दुखों से, He is the one who is taking us out of dukh. But the problem is we chant those words but we do not have faith on Almighty God. We chant without having bhavana inside us. I made a video in Tamil a couple of days back. I will make in English also. Tad japak tadartha bhavanam. Tad japah tadartha bhavanam. Arth bhavana. Arth ki bhavana honi chahiye. Without bhavana in our mind, when you do japa, then it is useless. Because Patanjali Muni says, Arth ki bhavana honi chahiye. Very, very important. So, Sarva Brit. And this Almighty God is nirgunam. Nirgunam, many of the Bhagwad Gita which is available in the market will mention that he is without attributes. It is totally wrong, totally against Vedic philosophy. Nirguna does not mean he is devoid of attributes. Nirguna means he is devoid of certain attributes. Like for example, God never takes birth. Akayam. Akayam is a nirguna stuti of Almighty God. There are two stuti. One is saguna stuti, other is nirguna stuti. Nirguna does not mean God is devoid of attributes. He has so many attributes. Attributes means gunas. He has so many gunas inside him. But he is also devoid of certain gunas. For example, he never does injustice. He is nyayakari. Saying that Almighty God is nyayakari is saguna. And saying that Almighty God is not having body is nirguna. Nirguna stuti. He does not have attribute of taking birth in his Atma. That Atma, that Purusha Vishesha Paramatma will never come into the human body, or that means he will never come into karma bondage or take any other body to undergo his own karma results. No, this is not the quality of Almighty God. So nirguna, nirgunam. See, Sri Krishna says he is nirguna, means we must understand Sri Krishna cannot be Almighty God. Sri Krishna had his own guna, he took birth in the human body, but he says that Almighty God is nirguna. He does not take birth, he does not do injustice, he does not tell lies, he does not reveal any false knowledge, he does not send messengers, he does not send books from time to time. These are some of the nirguna stuti of Almighty God. When we understand the nirguna stuti, we will also understand who is the right Almighty God. For example, I'll make a video again on that sutra which I made in Tamil a couple of days back, Sutra 1/24 of Yoga Darshana, where Patanjali Muni speaks about the nirguna stuti of Parameshwar. He says, Klesha karma vipaka ashaya aparamrishtah. God does not have any klesha in him. God does not do any karma with avidya. He does many karmas, but all his karmas are with vidya, not with avidya. So klesha karma vipaka, God does not undergo or God does not face the result of any of his karmas or anybody's karmas. Like today I do a karma and say that God, I dedicate it to you, you take the result. God will not face the result, I will have to face the result. So these are all nirguna stuti. So that God is nirguna. Whatever is not possible by Almighty God is always not possible. For example, God will not take birth avatar. At any point of this universe or next universe or the future or in the past, God has never taken birth. This is as simple as that. That is called as nirguna. It's not that he is devoid of attributes. God has got so many gunas. See, gun resides in guni. Almighty God is a vastu, he is an object, he is a matter, he is an entity. And inside any object, any entity, any vastu, the gunas, attributes will be there. God has got so many gunas, unlimited gunas inside him. So we cannot say that he is devoid of attributes. He is devoid of some attributes. That's the right definition. Last word is most misguiding in this shloka. The last word is nirgunam gunabhoktricha. Further, in nirgunam we can also say that he is devoid of the guna of prakriti. We can also interpret like this because the next word is related to prakriti. Nirgunam gunabhoktricha. Guna bhokta, he is bhokta of the gunas. So here the guna is indicating the guna of prakriti, material nature, rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun. So nirguna also means that God is devoid of material nature of prakriti. God does not have rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun inside him. And he is nirguna. And God does not have avidya inside him. Avidya is originated inside the jivatma because of association with prakriti. God does not have this quality. So, even though he is devoid of gunas, he is guna bhoktricha. Very, very important. Guna bhoktricha. That means people say that he is the enjoyer of the three modes of the nature. He is enjoyer of rajagun, tamagun, sattvagun. No. This is a wrong interpretation. As I told when I mentioned about the first word, sarva indriya gunabhasam, he understands the prakriti as it is. He creates the universe from prakriti by understanding prakriti as it is. But after creating the universe, God is omnipresent inside this universe. So my Acharya has beautifully explained this. Guna bhoktricha. The meaning bhokta here means God resides. Like example, I construct a house. I make a very beautiful house. I create a house. But I do not come inside the house and live there. I have constructed it and I have not entered the house. I am still living in my another rented house, but I have not come into my own house. That means I am not yet doing bhog of this house. Similarly, when I enter this house, then I am using this house, I am living in this house. This is called as bhog karna. Similarly, when Almighty God resides, creates this universe, and after creating this universe, God is omnipresent inside this universe, we can say this, He is bhokta of this universe. Although He is unattached, like asakt se rahit, He is unattached to the universe. But we can say that He understands, He lives inside the universe. Because He is living inside this universe, He is called as guna bhoktricha. But He is not like, tomorrow universe does not exist. That does not mean that God cannot live anywhere. God is beyond the universe. God is beyond the Prakriti also. So He lives inside and outside the universe. That's why Rishi Muni is describing Him as guna bhoktricha. Never misunderstand any shloka. We must understand every shloka in the eyes of Vedas. Guna bhokta means God does not do bhog here. But since God is living here, He is called as guna bhoktricha. Guna means this universe is made of 3 guna. Everywhere in this universe there is 3 gunas. So this universe itself is made of 3 gunas. But since God is living inside the universe as omnipresent, He is called as guna bhoktricha, bhog karna. He is bhokta, means He knows everything in this universe. He knows absolutely without any error what is happening in this universe. What is sukh, what is dukh. He knows what is our dukh. He knows what is our sukh. He knows everything. That's why He is called as bhokta here. But bhokta does not mean He comes into karma phal. He takes a human body and then, like people say Sri Ram is Almighty God. But He comes into body and He loses his wife and he becomes sad. This kind of quality is not of Almighty God. So guna bhoktricha must be clearly understood that He is omnipresent inside the universe. He is living inside this universe. That is the meaning of guna bhoktricha. Very, very important shloka. And even the next shloka is also further beautiful. I'll try to make another video. But please understand Almighty God from this perspective, which is seen by Sri Krishna. And please be confirmed that Sri Krishna cannot be God. Because this shloka itself confirms Sri Krishna cannot be Almighty God. In the different shlokas where Sri Krishna speaks about or Arjuna speaks about the Vishwarup, Darshanam, etc., that is a very subtle concept of yoga philosophy. For understanding this Vishwarup Darshanam, we must have thorough knowledge of the Vedas, or else I will always suggest you to read my Acharya's book, Srimad Bhagwad Gita, Vedic Rahasya Part 2. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.